Happy Tech Tip Thursday, and I am here with you today to talk a little bit about Google Classroom. We're going to talk about starting from the very beginning. So, when you start a new class, you'll go straight to Google Classroom and you'll click this plus sign, and this gives you the option to create a class. Now, one thing that I really like to do when I create my classes is make sure that I label them so that I can tell them apart because I have lots of classes in my classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to label this English 13 since it's not, I don't want to confuse it with any of my real English classes. And then for section, I like to put the year here. So I could put 2023 and subject and room really don't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and click create. And that is going to create a brand new blank Google Classroom. There will be no assignments in it. It's just completely blank. Now, one thing that you should do is you should go into the settings and make sure you customize this the way you want. So I usually turn off the invite code. I like to send my students an email to welcome them to my class. So I send them the email through the class, right? So you can turn it off or you can actually reset it and make it so that, so I usually turn it off, but you can leave it on. Stream, students can post and comment, show condensed notifications. So I don't like it to show notifications on the classwork stream because then every time I change an assignment, it's going to notify them and think that they need to do it. So I always hide these notifications. I go ahead and let it generate the meet link. Students posting and commenting, I mean, you can make it so that only the teacher can comment. I really don't have students who post. If you need to modify this later, you can, okay? Grade calculation, I tell it not to give an overall grade. And not to show the overall grade to students. And you can also add grade categories here. So let's say you wanted to label some things as quizzes and tests or readings. You could keep those things separate. And that can be useful in the future so that you can take your categories and maybe sort by them and see how they do on most quizzes and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then let's talk a little bit about one fun thing that you can do when you set up your new classroom. You can go up here and you can customize. So you can totally just select a photo. So you can design this to look however you want it to look. In the past, I've designed them just in Google Slides I take. And if you look up the dimensions for the Google Classroom header, you'll find the dimensions of how big you need to make it. And you can change the color. And if you do select photo, they do have some like generic ones. So, some general history and English ones. I would say this would be more like ours than this one. And they also have others which are more of like specialty things like camping. I'm not sure what class. That'd be an interesting class to take. But like this is probably automotive and construction and things like that, right? But just choose the one that you like. If you don't want to do a specialty one, if you do, you can upload it. Okay. I just wanted to show you those few things, and now I've made it purple, of course. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I hope this tech tip is helpful for some people. Thanks.